Can you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Becca goes for the throat when it's women.
Go big.
Subscribe
Go home.
to Simply Bitcoin.
She's hardcore. I would not fuck with Becca.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. You made it to another episode, another Factor of the Meme Factory podcast. It's episode 56, stream test number 56. As you know from watching, you'll never see a real stream. It's just all stream tests. This evening, we've got Phil McCracken from Pleb Underground. Say hi, Phil.
What's
Introduce
up?
yourself.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I missed the last week or the week before, and I do apologize for that, but I'm super happy to be here. Thank you.
It's okay. Rusty, yeah, go ahead, man.
I was just wondering if you were drunk. That wasn't your best intro, so I was just wondering if you were drunk.
No, not yet.
On the way.
All right, so Phil, you're an old hat to this program at this point. You might want to check your inbox because you've got some ad copy that you're going to need to go through, sir, so we can get paid.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Old man using technology. Just give me a moment.
We can tell because of the glasses. They give it away.
It's the glasses that do it, huh? See, I trick everybody. Everyone just thinks I'm senile. They just don't realize I'm an idiot. It's a bit different, you know? Okay, hold on.
All right, everybody in the chat, take this opportunity to like and subscribe and share with your friends because there's 9 of you.
Which inbox did you send it to?
I DM'd it.
Meme Factory does it
Oh.
premiere.
Wait, you DM'd it.
At
You used the
Coinicarus.
Twitters.
Yeah, use the Twitters. You should be able to pull that shit up on your phone.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Go.
I am excited to read this ad copy. Let's do it. Hey, everybody. This is Phil, and this episode of the Meme Factory podcast is brought to you by Simply Beverages, the #1 purveyor of fruity drinks in the United States. Are you seeking optimal health? Well, Simply Orange Juice has all the vitamin C your immune system needs to stay healthy. We always use the same ingredients in every bottle, never ever changing the formula, not even if there's a fire or some shit. Pretty deep, actually. And with only natural ingredients, you can drink as much as you like and not get addicted like you might with a packet of cigarettes and all its nicotine. Ooh. No, sir, that old narrative is basically a rehashed meme not worthy of review. So get your beach bum down to the store and pick up a bottle today or pirate it from an underground source. I don't give a fuck anymore. You are awful. I knew that it was going to be something like this. I knew that you were going to bring in some spice, huh? You had to do it.
I just had to.
You had to do it.
Would you want it any other way?
Exactly. Now, before we go any further, you got to put in your sandwich order, your sandwich order with Becca.
Sandwich order. Yes, please. I would like to take your order.
I just was not ready for that.
Well, yeah,
Still
just
talking about-
any type of sandwich that you would like. Today we have this daily special, and it's this 90s bologna sandwich, spread with a little bit of spicy tuna sauce. So
Spicy bologna. I like
spicy
that.
bologna. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. I'll get
just
that
like BT,
in.
just like BT Weekly.
Oh gosh, that soundbite's gonna go the wrong way. Yeah, no, so I'll try that sandwich.
Excellent.
I'm actually green screening it right now.
You're terrible.
You're green screening the sandwich, or are you actually going to make an appearance this evening? Are you on the phone tonight, Yellow? All right. Let's bring
How many
Yellow.
Red Bulls has he had?
Not enough.
Yeah. Never enough.
All right, so Phil, you know the deal. It's bear market. There's rules to a bear market. You got to stack. You got to fight. You got to build. You got to tag Yellow when you fight. Are you stacking?
I am. You know what? I'm definitely not stacking as hard as I used to when I had my normie job, but I am stacking. Very little, but I am. Fighting. Well, I mean that kind of. I not that I have to really mention it, but I do Pleb Underground now, so fighting. And it's also building. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Two for one.
You skipped over something, Phil. I didn't catch what you skipped over.
It's not that I really skipped over it, but I just mean, I ended up getting dragged into drama, because I left the show. So that's what I mean. So I had the fighting, and now I get to do the building.
All right. Well, you don't get to stop fighting because the bear market's not over. So more pain coming. And even though you're stacking a little bit, you get more for your buck now. You get 5,000 sats per dollar at the moment?
About that, yeah. I think we're just like a little over. No, you know what? We really dropped today. We actually need some yellow technical analysis, but we were not going up and to the right today.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Well, we went straight down, and then we went straight back up.
What happened was a cascade. It's called a cascade downfall due to triggering of my anus, and it happens sometimes.
What?
But sometimes.
It's a wild bear market.
That's
Is there any way to predict these cascade water slides, Yellow?
Yeah. Actually, I have some inside information. I want to share it here too. I already shared it with Don't Stop Believing Spaces and a little bit on Twitter. So 23rd of December, guys. 23rd of December 2022 is when the new bull cycle will start again. And I have inside information. Don't ask me how I know it. I know it. 23rd of December.
Let's go.
That's some good hopium. I like that.
I like that hopium.
I wrote it down.
Has it got anything to do with Santa Claus? Because he comes around that time.
So, hey.
You chat to Santa Claus?
Santa Claus is your inside
Stop it.
It's the Santa Claus rally. Come on. Happens every year.
Or is it Mrs. Claus?
Rusty, go ahead. Hit him.
Yeah, I know I didn't put my hand up before. I was just saying, Phil, I don't know if you've checked the price today, but where it's like higher than it was yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about. It's going up.
I don't think Phil paid attention to it after it dropped this morning.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it popped right back up. It was great because everybody was calling the death of Bitcoin again. It was fantastic, and it was like
It's the best.
That's my favorite.
So why did it go down? Was it because everybody was crying about the CPI number?
Well, it was.
Is that what it was?
It was Yellow's technical formation, the milk to prostate formation that makes the.
Yeah, it's the thing that it does like the double whammy. Remember the double whammy?
Could you explain the double whammy to me?
Yeah, it's the thing that it does, like you expect to do the one thing and it does the other thing, and then when it does the other thing, you expect to do the other thing, but it does the other thing.
Hence the double whammy. So you got whammied once, you get whammied again.
Ooh, double whammy.
Like
Yeah.
360.
Rusty, do you actually have a question, or did you forget to put the hand? There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Phil, you've had a rough year, man. You quit your job.
Really? What?
Quit your job. You moved
Just
to Florida.
assuming that shit? Like, man, you've been screwed, bud. How you doing?
Yeah, let me lay this narration out so everybody can get an idea.
You look good. Been sick?
You do look good. You do look good. You quit your job.
Feel good.
You moved to Florida. You quit your job again. You got hit by a hurricane. How you holding up?
I mean, I think I'm holding up pretty well. I exercise every single day. Now I do clips for for Pleb Underground plus the weekly show. So introduce that into the mix. I mean, all in all, I can't really complain. I feel better than I feel better than I have in the past. I definitely feel better than when I was working my normie job because, and again, it's perfectly fine. People could be totally happy with their normie stuff, and it's fantastic. But for me, I was just absolutely miserable there. So. It's fantastic. It's a big change. It's completely different, totally different type of stress, much easier, at least for me anyways, to cope with. So I'm happy about it.
You're building.
Pardon?
You're building.
It's a form of building, sure. I'm having fun. Like that's what it is. I wanted this to be fun. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm excited. We're going to post some articles, probably going to trigger some shitcoiners, we're going to piss some people off. Get some people to laugh. We make some people happy. It's fantastic, you know?
You need to shut up for a second while Rusty asks this question.
Go ahead, Rusty.
Yeah, I was just wondering where you're getting all your new cool graphics for all your transitions in the backdrop. Oh, it's super cool. So much better than anyone else.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't shill your stuff enough.
Yeah.
It's like, so you know what? This guy World of Rusty makes all of my transitions, makes the background for Pleb Underground.
You changed your gender, and he did that for you.
Transitioning? You're transitioning, you said?
So no, we're staying away from those conversations because that stuff isn't real. Okay. Staying away from it.
Fair enough.
And
Cheers.
it has to do with the transitions of the backgrounds, which are JPEGs. They have no genders. They have no genders.
NFT,
backgrounds.
gender changing NFTs.
So you telling me Rusty's making
no
NFTs? Rusty,
John.
you're making NFTs?
He's making gender changing NFTs.
What?
Programmable background.
Whoa, that
Trying to
is
get me in trouble, Greg.
noteworthy.
Aren't you the moderator?
When rug pull, Rusty?
Sean's trying to get me in trouble. But honestly, I love the backgrounds. They're fantastic. So during the show we have the Hopium segment, we have the Shitcoin Corner. Of course, had to rebrand them a little bit. Toss in something a little bit fun. And man, he totally killed it with those backgrounds. He, this is what I love. You tell somebody, hey, look, this is what I want to. I have a vision, but I have no idea what I actually want to see. And then he just produces this, amazing artwork, and it's like, you know what? That's it. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, one of the things.
All right, that's enough.
No,
I didn't
we're gonna
expect
lay
you to
it
go
on.
that
We're gonna lay it
far.
on thick now. You shut up.
Yeah. He's the best. Everyone needs to know.
Not only is he the
Rusty's-
best,
yeah.
Rusty has such big range, right? So like he did the Pleb Underground, he did Michael Saylor stuff, he does stuff for Tone Vase, he does stuff for the Meme Factory.
He does stuff for real people.
Real people.
Yeah.
Real people.
And he's an Australian,
On top. I
Wait,
know.
what?
right?
Still waiting for that.
What is that? What do you mean? Hang on. What do you mean?
He's the real underground pleb.
I mean, I'm shocked that,
Down under.
you're able to do anything.
Yeah, but what do you mean by
aren't you guys
Australian?
criminals?
What do you mean by Australian? What does that mean?
Did I say it wrong?
We're oppressed by the British, remember, Rusty?
He did have some tone, right? There was
It
some
was like
tone.
those people kind of vibe. There was
Oh
like
yeah,
those
definitely. It's
people.
definitely a those people vibe.
You just othered World of Rusty on your show. Just
All right, before this gets too out of context here. So one of the things that I'm envious of with you, Phil, is that for the show, you basically just get to stick your nose into Bitcoin news all day. What are the biggest pieces of news in the Bitcoin space in the last month or so? What's your take?
I feel like I'm taking a test right now. I've always been really bad at tests. Like
Well, just
you have to
pretend like you
memorize
did.
stuff. You get put on the spot, and then you have to say what you memorized. And I didn't memorize anything.
Good.
So okay. Biggest news. Really, it's a weekly show, and I randomly pick stuff that I find entertaining. So that being said, I have to give that preface so nobody expects anything, totally amazing. Look, I think that what's going on with Ukraine and Russia is weird. I don't like bringing that up, but like for some reason, all of this stuff just gets dragged in. So you've got Ukraine and Russia. You've got essentially what's going on with our, the inflation and the CPI number that came out, right? Like this is just an ongoing theme. I think that this doesn't go away.
You think we have structural inflation?
I just think that we've gotten to this point where really there's, this has been said 1,000 times, like there is absolutely nothing that they can do. Okay? Like they are going to crush the economy. They're going to crush the economy, and at the same time, they have to, they have
Who's
to raise
they?
rates.
Who is they?
The government.
Name them.
The Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve, Janet
The
Yellen,
they.
Jerome Powell, the they.
The they. Who is they? It's the they. We already know who they is.
The Bitcoiner
Those
thing.
they.
Yeah.
You know who they is. Putin?
You know who they are.
Karstens.
You know who they are.
It's Putin, right?
The Romans.
It's interesting, right? Like Putin's an interesting character
Oh.
because because like, you know, everybody loves to hate him. He's just a villain in every role. And at the end of the day, like, I think that all of these governments are playing the exact same game. Like, I think that every single one of them is that, you know, that are in that realm, they're just playing the exact same game together. And I mean, does it make a difference? Like, look, in Russia, the US is evil, right? In China, the US is evil. Like, think about that, right? Everybody has an evil empire. Somebody is always made to be an enemy, right? So it's just very interesting, and kind of we're just watching a show. And
so are governments just propaganda machines? Is that their main function?
I would say so. I would say so. That's an interesting question. Are they just a propaganda machine? That's part of their function. Their other function is to enforce authority.
Throw it back at Sean. Sean, are governments just propaganda machines?
No, they're more than that. They're propaganda machines. They siphon your wealth. They're thieves. They hate you, and they want us.
Fuck you, Sean.
They want us to be tax cattle. And Yellow's a puppet over here. He's a yellow puppet.
Fuck you.
He's a yellow puppet government spook. So
You know
watch
what-
out. Next
what-
time you
you
go
know
into
what's-
his banana bread
You know what's
spaces,
basketball?
Yeah.
You know what's basketball? Nothing
everything.
is basketball, Sean.
Everything
Nothing.
exactly, yeah.
Fight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Yellow.
I don't think it pops up in the video feed, but Sean and Yellow have been fighting about basketball for at least the last 15 minutes in the Zoom chat here. But yeah, guys, air it out. Air that dirty laundry out, Yellow. Is there anything that basketball's good for?
Nothing.
No.
What was it? War? Is basketball war all of a sudden?
Well, you're the one that says it's everything, so...
You're the one who says it's not everything.
Look, this
guess
isn't about me. This is about the relationship you have with Yellow and how you guys can entertain me right now.
Yellow's just jealous because he's not a basketball player. He's a puppet.
Oh yeah, how would you know that? Huh? How would you know?
Yeah, how
He's
would
a-
you know?
Yeah.
He's a mascot. He's a mascot
Yeah.
for the basketball.
Oh, yeah?
team. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how would you know that? Huh?
Because I hacked into your phone.
Oh yeah, how? What? Wait, what?
For anybody watching, Yellow is using a standard shitcoiner arguing tactic. The how would you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. But how would you know that?
Usually,
Because I've been in Bitcoin longer than you have. Like,
You usually followed
up.
up.
Like, than
Like,
you
you
have.
know, I'm like an expert, like totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm an OG, like I don't know how, like
Like I've been having bad takes and wrong takes about Bitcoin longer than you've been in Bitcoin. So, like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
no way.
it's a good point,
Hey,
Sean.
Phil.
I don't know what
Hey,
you're gonna
Phil.
say to that.
Nah.
No. We're talking to Phil right now. We're letting these grievances air out.
Irrefutable.
Oh.
The no way got me. It was the no
I
way.
love you too.
Oh, Desi.
Yeah, we gotta miss.
Hey.
Hooray!
Fuck
Desi.
you guys, I'm starting Meme Factory Underground.
Nice. Yes. Do it. Do it.
Yellow, can I come?
Yeah, okay.
So if you start Meme Factory Underground, does that mean you still have to do Don't Stop Believing Spaces?
Yeah.
No.
That's the Meme Factory Phil. All right, go on, get out of here.
Is that Gigi?
I know. I was like, wow, Gigi showed up to this. This is crazy. I'm honored.
Yeah. We told him to join, but he's busy. He was a little bit depressed today, but I think he stopped watching the news and he started watching memes, and he's better now.
His tweets were pretty funny today. I don't know. I don't feel like he was depressed.
I think
Not depressed, but like over like signaled by all the clown world shit.
Yeah, too much clown world.
There's never
You
too
know
much
what?
Clown World.
We read so much BS that like you can't even keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's just completely insane. Everything. All the information from the food to like the arguments that people are having to just everything. It's like, are you kidding me?
Do you get
I got rid of
tired
cable and it was like the best move we could have ever done. We got rid of it like 6 months ago and or longer than that now.
Why are the normies in love with the clown world, Phil? What is the addiction to clown world for normies?
Good question.
I think it's a sense of comfort, and I think it has to do with the fact that unfortunately the majority of us have been brainwashed to accept and look for authority. So we're in school, there's teachers, there's principals, everybody's telling us what to do, the bells are ringing, all of that stuff. We're being trained, to act a certain way, and then after that you grow up and you go into the world, and for the most part you end up having a boss and they're telling you what to do, and there's always and of course there's the government, right? So you expect the government is there to take care of you, tell you what to do. So I think that's where this whole that's why the normies stick to it, right? Because it's frightening to think of a world where you don't have this, magical parental figure, right? That's taking care of all of us. That's, because who's gonna build the roads, right? What about the hospitals, right? Like, what about schools? There's not a chance that human beings could get together and
Phil,
figure out how to educate humans.
No, shut up. Rusty's got a question.
Okay, sorry.
Rusty, what's up?
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
I just
we're
wanted to make
interrupting
the
Phil.
point.
No, it's okay. Interrupt me, man. I'm just gonna ramble.
Go ahead, Rusty.
Rusty,
Yeah, no, it's
go
good.
ahead.
I feel like if
Rusty,
you
ask your question, buddy.
up,
I don't know if anybody else can hear you.
Yeah,
I
Rusty.
can't hear you.
You can't hear him? I can hear him.
Okay.
I can't hear
I'll
Rusty.
just they do this all the time, Phil. This is their thing. So you can I feel like the normie thing, you can kind of sum it up with the scene in the Matrix with the dude eating the really expensive steak and just like ignorance is bliss. I feel like that's what's going on with the normies. They're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna eat my inflated priced beef, and I'm just gonna drink my fancy wine, and I'm just gonna be happy.
But do you think? Okay, here's a question. Here's a question.
Rusty,
put
ask
another
the question, Rusty.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him. Could you hear him, Yellow?
There wasn't a question. It was a statement. All right.
Okay. Well, you
It
made
wasn't a
me
question.
think of this, Rusty. So it seems like the boomer generation and like the silent generation could get away with living in that blissful time, like living in ignorance and still being blissful. But do you think that people today, like the millennials, the people that are going to be
Real
living
people, not like Australians.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, got you.
For the next like 40, 50 years, do you think that we can get by living in ignorance? Do you think that we will be happy in ignorance? Or do you think that those times have passed? Like, are we in a different world?
Are you asking me or Rusty?
Anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Directed to Phil. Don't. Yeah.
Phil, you are the guest.
Yeah.
You're the guest today. So Phil, I want to hear what you got to say.
It's a question.
What was the question?
Okay,
Can people be ignorant? And
I'm just kidding. Because he took so much time to put that together. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so look, the 50-year timeline, right? No, normally I really would have forgotten, but this time I actually didn't. So look, the 50-year timeline, right? Yes, I think that people could continue to just totally live in ignorant bliss because it's happening, right? Like, for the most part, think about it. Bitcoiners are such a small percentage of the population. Like, nobody gives a shit that our money is garbage.
I know.
And I'm talking about like just people all over the world. Like, nobody cares about this. Like, nobody cares about the fact that, like, our governments, and I'm just making a generalization, like, nobody cares about the fact that, like, they offer a poor service at a very expensive cost. Like, nobody addresses the fact that we're all paying for, for services and programs that most of us don't give a shit about and have nothing to do with, right? Like this isn't our responsibility. It genuinely isn't. So, you know what? Like, I think, unfortunately, people are going to live in bliss until it's really completely impossible for them to ignore it. Like, trust me, man, like the average person, like, think about it, right? If you have two kids, look, if you have two kids and you have an average salary, okay?
Have fun staying poor.
Like, look, listen, both of you are working for the majority, unless like, the husband or the wife, were fortunate enough to, either fall into some money or have an excellent education and have, some type of an excellent job. But the reality is that you're both working. And the reality is that the kids cost way more They cost at least 10. I think it's tenfold from when I was a kid in the 80s. So literally, you have zero time. You have zero time to argue with the government. You have zero time to think critically. What you need to do is grind. That's it. That's all there is to it. You know, like, and it's pathetic. Like, human beings, I genuinely don't think that we were meant to do this. And you can see it, and you could see it. It's evidenced by the jump in mental issues, the fact that the majority of people are completely miserable, like the fact that, you know, people, because deep inside, people recognize that, unfortunately, they may be doing something that they know is completely useless.
I want to back up. And like, I want to make a counterpoint here that I think people are meant to grind.
Bump and grind?
Yeah, bump and grind. No, but really, like, I think, you know, you think about, like, primitive humans, they're out on the savannah, like, you better be grinding to get that antelope. Otherwise, you're going to be grinding yourself into the ground.
I think you make an excellent point, right? They were trying to survive.
I make excellent points all day and nobody points at that.
I mean, that's debatable. That's debatable.
Very debatable.
I mean, you're here.
That's debatable too. That's totally debatable.
Oh, is this AI? Is this an AI conversation?
It's a magical.
I mean, are any of us really here? Ooh. Becca?
Wait, is this
Becca's live? Ripped? That's why I'm asking her. Don't get me wrong, I'm ripped too, but that doesn't matter. That's besides the point.
All right, speaking of things that don't matter, let's talk about the CPI. Does the CPI print matter?
Okay. In reality, no, it doesn't.
Consumer Price Index, for those of you who are watching who don't know what that means.
I had no idea what that meant.
It's official inflation numbers.
Wise, more like it.
Well, if you said a Consumer Price Index, people may not know what that is. Does Yellow have like a kid voice right now?
All right, so does CPI matter, Phil? Yes? No? Why not?
Okay. You know what? I think in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, but I think that we're made to believe that it matters by all the corporate-owned media. The corporate-owned media makes it seem like this number makes a difference, and what the interesting thing is this, right? They have to tell you the number's higher because you know that everything is costing you more, but they have to lie to you and make it lower.
Ooh.
I mean, that's just weird. Like, don't you... I don't know, man. Like, if that was my job, and think about it, right? If that was your job, like, Greg, you have to go out and just make up this bullshit. Like, think about that. Like, and you're affected by that. You're a human too. Like, your family, all of you. Like, this is the weird, nonsensical, hypocritical garbage that we as humans do. Think about that. Like, all these people, they're going out, they're affected by this garbage. Like, why? I don't get it.
That's an interesting point. So, right, so like CPI is a lie. And people are affected by that.
It's true.
Marcus, go ahead.
So, is there a CPI number that's expressed in Bitcoin? And if so, is that being published every month? And what about El Salvador? Shouldn't they be publishing it in Bitcoin?
That's a great question. I don't think I've ever seen the CPI number expressed in BTC. Sounds like a timechainstats.com kind of thing to do. He's got to add that.
Isn't it the issuance of Bitcoin? Isn't that the CPI, like the halving supply schedule?
Oh, Sean, you just...
Yeah.
What?
Also,
No.
what
No,
is
that's...
love, baby? Don't hurt me.
That's
Don't
just
hurt
issuance, though. That's like issuance.
So basically,
just think about it, right? Like,
if you just take the CPI basket, right? You just
like, so wait, so hold on a second.
No.
Do people think that Bitcoin inflates? Sorry, Plan. Go ahead.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
Do people think that Bitcoin doesn't?
Take him out.
We need to have this conversation with Labra and with Pedro. Too bad neither of them are here right now. This gets them riled.
Right.
By the way, does anybody here know where Labra is?
Yeah, lost dog.
God damn it, Becca.
Labra, if you see this, come inside.
Yes, please come home.
Come back inside.
Come back, Labra.
What was the question?
Yes, Phil, continue.
No, because Sean made the point about thank you, Becca. I was about to say thank you, Bitcoin. Because I was just
Sure.
That's terrible. That's terrible. No, because Sean made the comment about the issuance, being the CPI, and I am just like, I don't know. I think issuance is issuance. Like CPI is completely different. That's just consumer price index, and that's a fake. I don't know. It's a fake number on top of that.
But it's supposed to measure, right? It's supposed to be some sort of approximation of whatever the increase in the money supply is, right?
Yeah,
and Bitcoin doesn't inflate.
How much money?
Right,
was printed,
but the money supply increases as blocks are mined.
Okay, yeah, the available money supply, sure.
Yeah.
But it's already programmed in to be 21 million though, so it's always known. It's simply issuance and publicly available coins.
But this is like the halving priced in, right? Just because something is known doesn't mean that still when that thing happens. Like,
it's a known unknown.
It affects reality.
It's like the thing they say about like it's like the thing they say about like ETH circulation supply and total supply. They say like ETH has like unlimited total supply, but like they say, but like now it's like that amount of ETH is circulated, right? Right?
No, that's not the same.
Okay.
Because ETH has no hard cap. It makes no difference. And
yeah, no.
And they can issue up to 18 million tokens. I think, what is it, 18 million tokens a month or something like that, or a year?
Or if they wanted to, probably.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? Like the rules, the rules are completely different because the rules in Bitcoin, like we can discuss it all we want till we're blue in the face. They are what they are, but Ethereum, they really can be changed. So it's not the same argument.
What?
Really? That's why they're shitcoiners.
Let's get back to the CPI question. Marcus,
okay.
You're very
let's get back to the CPI question. Marcus,
why are you disappointed in us?
So the question is, why are you disappointed in us?
Wait, why am I disappointed in you?
I think we should start what is CPI?
We both keep talking over.
7-part series on what is CPI show.
The floor is yours, Marcus.
No.
Breedlove. Dr. Breedlove.
Dr. Breedlove?
He's a doctor now.
He's a doctor?
Is that why he did that big coat scam?
Did he get a Nobel Prize too?
It doesn't take much these days. Apparently, you just need a printer.
Yeah.
Apparently, you just need a printer, and boom.
I got another similar question that we can all think about.
So how we?
Okay, so lately I was thinking about this. As humanity evolved, there were like some kind of like instances that the culture had an impact in the genes of the same humanity. Like we domesticated cows and goats, and the milk that we took from extra calories like made some of the humanity basically evolve to digest milk past the age of like basically being a baby. Or like other like nomads in Philippines, their spleens got like altered because they were living for thousands and thousands of years in the sea, and they have to dive in to get the fish and get the nutrients. So, like technology. Yeah, no, really, they're called sea nomads. They live in the Philippines, and they break oxygen differently than us. Anyway, so there's instances. What? So anyway, there's instances in humanity's history that it has impact in the evolution of humanity, right? Like, and in a hyper-Bitcoinization world, right? If Bitcoin won everything, and everything is hyper Bitcoin, and everything everywhere is Bitcoin, right? Does that have an impact in humanity? And if it changes us, how? Go.
Does it have any impact on what?
I have to be honest, I'm extremely lost.
He said something about Coinbits.
I heard about a tribe and Bitcoin.
There was
the Red Bull kicked in.
Yeah. There's some sort of tribe living in the Philippines using coin bits to breathe underwater. That's what I heard.
So they're breathing underwater with tokens?
With coin bits.
Oh, with
They're
bits
using
of-
coin bits.
Yeah, to breathe underwater. That's what I heard. I don't know. People are saying that.
I don't know if Phil knows what Coinbits is.
That's all right.
I mean, I
Neither
feel
did
like
you.
I've seen stuff from their Twitter.
Oh, okay, he knows what Coinbits is.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I've seen their Twitter.
I think he was like a bit of a coin. Like that's what like a.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how they're using an app to breathe underwater
That's all right.
and why they're using Bitcoin.
No, Greg made that part up.
Yeah, at least he didn't think it was Coinbase.
What? Nothing. You know what? Like Sean says, everything is
Correct.
basketball. Nothing is ever Coinbase.
You know what? You're right, Phil. Nothing's ever Coinbase.
Let's go.
Why is Marcus disappointed in us? Marcus, why are you disappointed in us?
Yeah, I still haven't figured that one
I
out.
haven't either.
Stay tuned until the next show.
Oh, no, you can answer that.
Oh no, yeah.
You said it. You have the floor, sir.
I was disappointed. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in Sean comparing the inflation number to like the Bitcoin issuance. Kind of like threw me off a little bit. Like, do you think that inflation is the increase in the money supply? That's not how the CPI number is calculated, right?
No, I realize that that's not how it's calculated, but inflation technically is the increase in the money supply. In my opinion,
I was
that's
talking about what
inflation
if we take that basket of consumer goods, right? So that's how, like the official number, which is bullshit, but how they calculate it, they take this
Exactly.
basket of goods, blah, blah, blah. You know, and they price it in dollars, right? And then you've got shrinkflation, you've got all these aspects thrown into it. But what if you just take exactly that same basket, instead of like looking at the US dollar price, you slap the Bitcoin price on it, and we publish that every month? It should be, you know, generally deflationary. It should be an interesting number.
The price of
So I was a little bit disappointed we started talking about the Bitcoin issuance.
The price of goods is deflationary, but the monetary supply issuance is inflationary.
It's disinflationary, actually.
Shut up, Sean.
It's disinflationary.
Using your
So it's
mind
not,
grapes on me.
yeah. Which means it gets lower. It would still increasing, but it's getting less and less over time until it reaches.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for the CPI number. You just want to know is how are those consumer products priced against Bitcoin. So even if Bitcoin is expanding,
you're distorting the question, Marcus.
Yeah, because what causes increase in cost of goods is an increase in the supply of money.
Well, there's
Right.
also, that's one
Well,
factor.
supposedly the increased price of those goods.
There's
Now,
also
Right,
Now-
in
demand
order
and
to
supply.
produce the
Look,
goods and services.
this is
Is
an
it
excellent
greedy-
moment to
greedy
point
corporations?
out that
And this goes back to
CPI
commodities, right?
being
Elevated
a
commodity prices.
bullshit number, right?
Yes.
CPI being a bullshit number, basically a
course.
lie, is causing this confusion.
Exactly.
Of course, because it doesn't make any sense. Like 100%.
If there were rules to the issuance of the supply of money, then CPI wouldn't even have to exist. It
It
would
would
be
just expose. It
Dude.
would just expose like this parallel worlds that we're living in, right? Because everybody's like, "Oh, you're living on the dollar standard, so you've got like these CPI numbers of like double digits, 10%, 8%, whatnot." I'm living on a Bitcoin standard. My CPI number this year is what, like 0.5%? That's a bad year, you know, like the years before where it was like minus 50%.
Is it a CPI number that
Why
you're
not?
worried
Sure.
about, or are we talking about inflation of the money supply? Because consumer price index is not inflation.
Right. I'm talking about the CPI number.
All right,
Just
well,
because they put so much weight on the CPI number every month coming out, there should also be a Bitcoin CPI number just to, you know, rub it in their face.
I agree.
Like
I agree. There
marketing,
should be a
right?
CPI number for Bitcoin.
I do like that. I do like that idea because we could clown on them and say, "Oh, things are getting more expensive in your currency. Well, things are getting cheaper in our money."
I think you just like it
Now
because
we just-
you can both be right.
Now we just need somebody to build it. Who's building?
Phil's the only one building here, that's for sure.
Oh God, we're all in trouble. That's not good.
Clip that.
All right, so you know what pisses me off about inflation? Not just inflation, but like the rate,
your face,
the cost
your
of
face.
My face pisses off a lot of people. Anyway, but so the fact that they so nonchalantly said that they need to cool inflation by raising rates and
what is nonchalant? Nonchalant, what is that?
It's a type of espresso. And
It's like a zero fucks given, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like we're saying this and like that's what it is, you know?
It's a nonchalant, so like
Indifferent.
What is this nonchalant?
Indifferent.
It's the opposite of chalant.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
Like chocolate.
Right, it's a vanilla flavored chalant.
Nonchalant.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
Vanilla flavored chalants.
Yeah, could you go for
Sounds
go for a
like
little chalant right now, couldn't
test
you?
stream.
We're gonna those will be on sale in a couple of years.
Anyway,
Chalant.
it bugs me that they talk about
Anyway, back to mermaids. Mermaids.
Yeah, Filipino mermaids
I don't know
with
that
Bitcoin.
Fucking Christ.
Go ahead, Greg.
Go on, let's talk about mermaids.
Yeah, Yellow, tell us more about humanity and the mermaids.
Nah.
Nah.
I don't really believe in mermaids.
You little fucking punk.
But I did see the video. You know, there's that video from like 10 years ago or something, the mermaid video.
Oh, and it was fake, and they say, "Oh, actually, this is all fake," but we got you to believe that this could exist.
Yeah, exactly. But you watch this for like an hour and a half, and we're pretending it's real.
Yes, and it's like
Because
this
at
is
the
how
end, you're
you-
just like, but there could be mermaids.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not fake.
Yeah, this is how you can believe propaganda.
All right, since nobody has anything, right? I'm just gonna follow up a little bit on Yellow's story, because what made me think, a couple of years ago I was doing like the obstacle course racing, and there was like somebody was there like, only people who have like nothing to do, sit in the office all day, those are the only persons who want to do like these obstacle races, right? Because if you're like working on a farm somewhere, you're surviving and you're grinding,
Kindergartners too.
then you don't have that urge to be outside and go hoorah, hoorah, you know, all that kind of stuff. So back to Yellow's question, right? And the whole grinding part. Isn't it like this, that if you just look at like the technology we have, and basically like a drone tractor can farm like acres and acres of land, and like all the food can be like automated by bots, and we've got so much technology, we could put like food on everybody's table, put clothes on everybody's bodies without like having to grind anymore, right? Is that what you were getting at? So we can all like go to the beach in the Philippines and just like swim with mermaids? That's what you're getting at, Yellow? And is that
not really?
Oh.
So Greg had a question about inflation.
It's similar, Marcus. Marcus, it's kind of similar what I'm thinking, but like I have to write it down because it's too much.
And that's what it feels like to have Yellow answer a question for you. Welcome to the club. All right,
Yellow, do you have a Medium account? You should write Medium articles.
Yeah, you should have a Substack.
Nah.
That too.
Yeah. What is a Substack?
Nico,
Is it different-
okay,
is it
I have a
different
question
from-
for Nico. Software releases. Is that something you still cover?
Yo! Say it again.
Marcus is shooting shots right now. Hey!
Who have you got a question for again? What was that?
Plan
Who have you got a
B
question for?
Marcus, dude. I can't believe it.
Who was that question for?
Wait, did I say Nico?
Yes.
Oh shit!
And I don't do the software
God.
releases.
Number time.
Oh
We're
god.
about to lose a sponsor.
No, come on. Of course not. They love you guys.
I know.
All right, I'll just mute from here on out.
Huh?
Phil, when are you gonna be our
Hey,
boss?
yeah, that's right.
When
You guys calling them boss now? Sorry, Sean.
Yeah,
Go
I-
on.
When are you gonna be our boss again, man?
Yeah, I can't call you boss anymore. Damn.
No. See, I don't do the whole that.
I like that you talk like No, see? The glass is
That's not how
full.
this works.
Hey, you could sponsor us for cheap. It's the bear
You can
market.
sponsor me. You can sponsor me for
Bear market's tough on everybody. Like and subscribe.
Okay, what if you send us like only one sat, just so we can like call you boss?
Yes.
You know what? I'll do you one better. If you send us one set a month, I will send you one set a month back, and you can call them boss. Just not me.
Why even do this?
Yeah,
Why even do this?
I'll work it out with Pirate. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
We're gonna have a
50-50.
No,
you know?
No.
50-50.
He can make that.
We're gonna have our people talk to your people. Okay, it's the same people. Like we're the same people in the Telegram group.
I'll negotiate with Walton.
Oh God. Yeah. So if you guys want to sponsor me, you're more than welcome to.
You know what? Now's a good time. This is usually when I would ask Labra for scores, but I'm intrigued to see what kind of scores Becca would give out right now.
Craig, before we do that,
Craig,
can we take the amount that we got sponsored from Simply Bitcoin and just give it to Black Group?
And give it to Black. Well, we haven't been collecting from them for like months, so.
Hey,
What?
bear
Hard
market
times.
blues. Times are tough in the.
It's not like they can't pay. We just don't invoice them.
Cool.
Greg,
so,
you guys, you need to get on that, dude. Okay? Got to get on collecting.
Do you call me gay?
Gay.
What?
Gay. Get on collecting.
yes,
Get on
you have to
collecting.
send Sean out to collect.
Isn't
All right,
that Gawk?
so, Becca,
What?
hit us with the scores. Give everybody a score for this evening. How's everybody doing?
Okay. So
Who's getting that Pikachu?
well, Yellow's getting the Pikachu because, that's just, he likes the watermelon. So Rusty gets my drink. Congratulations. Greg, your score is 4. Sean, you have 3 basketballs. Phil, you have 21 sponsors. So congratulations on your success.
Whoa.
And Marcus, I
Yeah.
bless you with a sunny day.
Gracias.
Question for Becca:
Amazing.
Why do you have a Bayern Munich jersey back there?
A what?
It's a
Maybe-
blanket, and it's
It's a
because I'm
blanket.
European, and it's because I need to stay warm when the gas gets shut off.
Are you a Munich fan?
Yes, I am. FC Bayern all the way. Champions League. Let's go.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Thank you.
RD is in the chat.
Is this live? Artie's in the
What?
chat
Is
and
this
not in
live?
the show, you son of a bitch.
Oh, and then RD score is 5.
He scored more than me, and he's not even on the show.
Well, he showed up in
God
the chat. So.
damn.
British,
It makes
right?
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
In it?
I don't
Yeah,
trust
this
no
is like,
saying. Backing you up. That's some bullshit right there. All right, Phil, since you've got the meme factory that doesn't exist here, do you have any questions for us this evening that you've been dying to ask?
Yes, actually, right now, because I just went through that segment, which I've never gone through before. So I have to ask: is this your version of the meme review?
You know what? It kind of is, isn't it? It's a little bit
Because
of a parallel.
no, because hold on, because you guys created
Live.
the live, okay, the meme review,
Scoring.
meme review scoring. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm seeing this and I'm like, this is freaking genius. You rate the guests
Oh, everybody gets a score.
and everybody.
Everyone,
This is
we keep
well,
score.
that's what I mean by the guests. I don't
Yeah.
see myself. Greg,
Greg's a potato.
I don't know. I just felt like saying your name like that with some tone.
Yeah,
Fake.
it's yeah. Everybody wants to do that
Well,
once
how
in a
many?
while.
Is this your third time being on Meme Factory, Phil? By the way,
Yes, I think it is.
you might be in the lead.
Yeah, apparently
Oh.
you guys don't. Apparently you guys don't want your numbers to grow, so you keep asking me to come back on. and trust me, nobody's like sitting there like, oh shit, this guy has some serious thoughts.
No.
I need to tune in.
No.
That's not what's happening.
To be fair,
I just don't care about that fiat number.
What?
yeah. Why do you care about that fiat number, Phil?
So wait, you're calling yourself Fiat? You're calling your fellow human beings fiat?
Nope. Calling your
calling your fellow Bitcoiners
your framework
fiat?
for the world is what he's calling fiat.
Man.
I didn't say it. Marcus said it. It wasn't me.
Marcus, man. That's why I was calling you Plan B.
He's on a roll tonight. Oh my God! Did you hear that?
I've heard Plan B has his comments turned off.
Yeah, I would too if I was shilling that shit. Oh, sorry, Becca.
Sure.
That's okay.
But yeah, to answer your question, normally Labrahodl does the scoring, and I can't remember who started with the weird scores that night, but I imagine it might have been Labra. I missed that, dog.
I have another question.
Too bad.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
What weird scores in the meme contest, in the meme review?
What were the
What
memes?
did you? Greg said something. Who started the meme? The weird what?
Who started the meme review on Simply Bitcoin?
I'm sleeping.
I was
back.
promised a face reveal tonight.
It's been done. I revealed my face to the world.
Me too.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yay.
I'm still anonymous. No one knows my face or name.
That's right. Big Anon Harris.
Yeah. Anon.
Shannon Harris.
Shannon Harris has been my favorite so far. For anybody who doesn't
So
get
you're
that
saying
inside joke, is that regularly people accuse Sean. Like, Sean will come in the comments of somebody on Twitter, and it's always funny. Like, he's always giving shit to some fiat economist. And they'll be like, "Oh, you're hiding behind your avatar and your fake anonymous name." He's like, my Twitter handle is Big Sean Harris. That's my name, and I'm large.
They're like, Big can't be your first name.
Exactly. It's the best.
You're a fake. He's a phony. These guys, it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. I mean, just imagine your whole job was the numbers, right? Your whole job was the economy. And every day you're wrong, and every day you lie, and every day everything gets worse, and you're not doing anything about it.
I want that job. No, they're doing things about it.
No, they're not. They're not doing anything about it. They're LARPing about it.
They're raising rates. They're printing more money. Those are things.
Printing money.
Those are things.
Yeah. They're making unemployment go up.
They're making unemployment go up. Number go up.
This reminds me of somebody changing the channel while sitting on the couch.
No,
they're doing something.
The Fed is all about number go up technology. Unemployment go up. Money supply go up. It's good shit.
Poverty go up.
War go up.
Poverty go up.
What about quality of service go up? What happened to that, right? There was once upon a time we enjoyed quality of products and quality of service, and somehow this evaporated with the shitty money.
Dude, I'm a Comcast customer. Whenever somebody answers the phone, I feel like I'm a lucky person.
Listen, dude, they're all terrible. It doesn't matter.
Surveillance go up.
Surveillance does go up.
I worked for a surveillance company. Let me tell you, man, surveillance go up. More than you can imagine.
Yep.
All right, so Rusty, you're going to be my surrogate RD because he's too afraid to come into the stream this evening. Why don't you hit him with the? You got to check your notes first, I'm sure, but why don't you hit him with the RD question?
Yeah, I'll give it my best shot.
It's hard.
And also, you guys aren't getting paid by Phil? Is that?
That's right, he is.
Yes.
Okay. Just okay. No worries.
This whole fucking episode's a shill for Rusty.
Not to be a shill for World of Rusty. You know what? He owes us all now.
Mm-hmm. I know.
All right, Phil. If the meme factory did exist, and we all know it doesn't, who would you like? Who would you retweet? And who would you mute? Who would you mute? Who would you like? And who?
What just happened?
I feel like he got muted. Who would I mute?
Wait,
who would I like? And who would I retweet from the meme factory?
Yeah, I mean, you've been asked the question 3 other times. So.
Yeah.
I don't think he has actually.
Shut the fuck up, Sean.
No, I haven't actually been asked this question before.
Because I think you were on like the second episode.
Yeah. No, you guys brought me on early. See, you knew.
I wasn't even there yet.
Swallow
That's
was on
right.
the first episode. Oh man, that was rough. Swallow was good, but it was just that was the definition of test.
Don't look it up and watch it. You'll regret it.
Didn't he wear a real bucket on his head? Yeah,
It's possible. It's possible.
Sawala did.
Yeah.
Yep. I interviewed him. I remember, and it was because of the bucket head. It was fantastic. I love that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said it's amazing, but we're still waiting for your answer.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was trying to
Answer,
avoid
Phil,
it. I was
please.
hoping we were going to skip to something else.
No.
We can't because we're out of questions. is the
Okay,
problem.
okay,
Is
all
the
right,
question.
fine.
Answer the question.
Okay.
Answer the
So
goddamn,
I would-
answer the goddamn question, okay?
I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it. Here we go. I would like Greg's tweets. I would retweet Sean.
It's cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would mute World of Rusty.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Oh.
Rusty getting this first mute.
That
I
is
was
Rusty's
sure-
first
I was
mute,
gonna
isn't
get a
it?
mute today.
It makes sense. It is my first mute. It makes sense though. Yeah.
I'm curious if any of who else has gotten a mute. I've gotten like almost 40 mutes at this point.
Yeah.
I like so many of your tweets though. They're so good.
I got the best mute from Pedro.
Yeah, he did mute you, didn't he?
Oh,
He got muted by retweet.
No retweet, man. Not that Pedro. McCormack.
McCormack.
I figured you meant McCormick.
You were in that one. You did.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense that you got muted that one. That was you deserved it.
Yellow, you made
Yeah.
that stream a success. Now,
I genuinely feel bad for Pedro.
Really?
I feel no. I'm talking about Pedro from the Meme Factory that doesn't
Oh.
exist.
Okay.
I feel bad
Love
for
her.
him because everybody mentions Pedro as Peter McCormick, and so anytime anybody's talking about Pedro, they're never actually talking about this Pedro,
it's not his real name though. so-
our Pedro. We're talking about the other Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
like Greg
it's-
and Greg Foss. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's always mentioning Greg Foss, he's such a genius, but they always say Greg's such a genius. Greg's amazing.
Right.
Greg
They are not.
Greg is a genius.
Rising nurse chair.
It's a,
Oh.
where's Marty's owl at?
Oh, nobody's ever going to believe you. Now, Phil, why don't you tell everybody what you're up to these days if they can't read your background and where they can find you?
Right, huh?
Shipping time.
Yay, shilling time. All right, so plebunderground.com, that's where we host all of our articles. We drop daily Bitcoin only articles, meme compilation, bear market diaries, building on Bitcoin. We try to also try to help out fellow Bitcoiners and retweet their stuff. And of course, you can also find us on YouTube. Just search for Pleb Underground. I guess I can give my Twitter too, but that's just annoying. It's Coinicarus.
Yeah, you
I
can
missed
see
my
it on his.
question.
Well, you didn't miss your question. There's time left.
Okay.
You gonna hit it?
Phew.
If you're on a date. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I can actually ask Phil and he'll know this.
Oh, don't assume I know anything.
Okay,
We
Phil,
don't.
what happens at block height 840,000?
The Halvening?
Ooh, close. The halving happens at block height.
Well, wait, no. What are you talking about the halving? Close. It's the halvening.
It's plebeian
Halving,
underground.
halving is 27 NCO.
First, this guy's talking about CPI and inflation. Now the halving.
Yes. Okay. Well, either way, having or havening, if you're speaking a made up language that's not English, the havening,
Every language is made up.
except for
Thank you, Thor.
Okay. Having
Not
is
even you.
happening. Block height 840,000. That's about a year and a half from now.
It's a long time to stay poor. I'm sorry. Continue.
We are throwing the having party in El Salvador. Have you been to El Salvador?
I don't leave my couch.
It's Spanish for the Salvador.
Yep, for the Salvador, exactly. How did you know that? And
I'm
it's
fluent.
going to be an awesome party. It's going to be Bitcoin only, of course. We're not going to have some random shitcoiner speaking. It's not even going to be a conference. It's going to be a party. So you're invited. Come on down to El Salvador. if you sit on your couch for the next year and a half, well, figure out a way to come down to El Salvador.
You lazy bastard.
And party with the Bitcoin.
Bring your couch too.
Yeah, bring your couch.
Yeah.
I've moved enough. I've moved enough in the last 8 months. But dude, that sounds amazing, and I'm definitely going to try to make it out there. It's so cool that you guys are doing it. Because the plebs have tried to make a halving party. See, I said it the way you want. Being courteous.
Thank you.
The plebs have tried to make a halving party forever, and, we just can't get our shit together. So thank you, guys.
No, thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
He's putting in the effort.
Okay. E for effort, Sean. This is good work.
I've put in a little bit more effort, but this does not happen without the meme factory as a whole. Let's be honest.
It does feel good on the whole.
Yeah, he's throwing you under the bus. You need to understand what he's saying to you, Greg.
What the fuck, Greg?
I know what he's saying.
I'm serious. I'm being honest. It's not happening without the meme factory.
honest.
Well, Pleb Underground is going to find a way to be there.
So toxic, Greg, sometimes.
Whatever. I like being toxic. It's just what I do. Don't you be toxic?
Yeah, but we live now. It's not about other plebs.